Welcome back, everybody. That's Sam.
That's Phil.
We are Bars and Barbells, and we're checking out Mark Knopfler and Willy DeVille, Storybook Love today.
And this is a song that was featured in The Princess Bride and on their official soundtrack for the movie.
Yeah, I have not seen The Princess Bride. Sam maybe is more likely to have seen that. Do you know if you've seen it?
I don't know if I have. Like I know what The Princess Bride is. It's like a classic apparently, but I don't know if I saw it as a kid or not. I definitely haven't watched it recently, but I feel like it's one of those ones that I may have seen when I was younger and I just didn't like resonate that that's what the title was.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Well, it came out in the 80s, the movie, and
Yes.
obviously the song did as well. And we're coming to this one here today. It's sponsored by Robert. Robert has made many sponsored requests, and we are grateful for Robert's support. He loves checking out these videos.
Yeah,
He's told
thank you
us
so
it
much
brings
for supporting the channel.
Yeah, he told us it brings a lot of joy when he gets to check them out with us. So
Brings us a lot of joy too.
it
so.
does. Yeah, he's got a very eclectic music taste as well. And so we're coming back to Mark Knopfler here. We've got introduced to him obviously through Dire Straits. They've been fantastic, blown us
Yes,
away. Really cool stuff that they put together. Very creative. Obviously, Mark Knopfler is a legend in terms of guitarists. And I think the last one that we did from Mark Knopfler might have been his collaboration with Tom Jones, which was really cool.
Yeah, I think that was the last one that we did.
Take Me Home, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was song title. And that was great. But we've never checked out Willy DeVille before. This is going to be our first introduction to him.
Yes. And unfortunately, he has passed away now in 2009, right?
Yeah. So they were born around the same year, I think 1950. They were both born, but unfortunately, Willy DeVille passed away. And Mark Knopfler from Glasgow, Scotland. But he doesn't really translate much of an accent in any
I
of
would
his
never
songs.
have known that he was from Scotland just based off his singing.
Well, I guess maybe he could have been born there and moved to the U.S. early on as
Yeah.
well, and that's why he didn't pick up his accent as much. But you guys can give us more insights down below. That's what we do on this channel is we learn from our great subscribers and commenters. And if you enjoy this video, you can hit the like button. This song also won an Academy Award.
Yes.
So,
It did well.
associated with the movie, right? So anyways, let's check out Storybook Love.
Okay, guitar and vocal from the top, we're rolling picture.
Come, my love, I'll tell you a tale of a boy and girl and their love story, and how he loved her oh so much, and all the charms she did possess. Now this did happen once upon a time when things were not so complex, and how he worshipped the ground she walked, and when he looked in her eyes he became obsessed. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel. This love was stronger than the power so dark a prince could have within his keeping. His spells to weave and steal a heart within her breast, but only sleeping. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel.
So, Samantha, first off, do you recognize the movie from some of the clips here?
I do not, so I don't think I've seen this. I'm gonna have to add that on my to watch list.
And how are you feeling about the song? Willy DeVille obviously leading the vocal here, and simple but super catchy riff from Mark Knopfler.
Yeah, I feel like it's very beautiful, obviously depicting a storybook style love, right? And being very infatuated and, falling for somebody. I think it's very beautiful. It's a lot more stripped down than I would have anticipated it to be though. Like I think, usually when you hear soundtracks for movies, there's a lot of drama emphasized in those songs. And I feel like this is a lot more stripped down and the focus is very heavily on his vocal, right? And the storytelling of the song, which I do enjoy. It's just not what I was expecting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's, like you said, stripped down, but I think maybe that's done so the lyrics stand out so much more of that
sure.
storytelling because it's very captivating. He really
It
captures
is.
you.
That's a beautiful story.
Really listening to every single word. And it kind of plays alongside, the Storybook Love, the Princess Bride. It's like this, the way it sounds fairy tale-ish, that it just fits in so well with this idea of what love represents in a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Obviously the lyrics portray that, but I think even musically, because it's a little more simplistic.
Yeah, it's kind of like whimsical almost.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I was going to say about the guitar riff. And that's really creative, right? I think Mark Knopfler, what we were reading, might have had his fingerprints all over this from the production side of things.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised by that. He seems like a very creative guy when it comes to the music side of things. So I think he's done some film scores as well. We were reading Mark Knopfler does that. So anyways, I'm enjoying it because it's simple, but it's something like I feel like this riff is going to get stuck in my head.
I think also
immediately.
too, right, when something's made for a movie, like sometimes it can be overwhelming when you're listening to something and watching something at the same time if it's too much at once. So it also makes sense that it would just be there to complement what you're visually watching versus it trying to be like steal the show. You know what I mean?
We'll comment on Willie's performance at the end.
Yeah.
Only sleeping. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel. He said, don't you know I love you oh so much, and lay my heart at the foot of your dress. She said, don't you know that storybook loves always have a happy ending? Then he swooped her up just like in the books, and on his stallion they rode away. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel.
And that was Mark Knopfler, Willy DeVille, Storybook Love. So what are your thoughts on Willie's performance, Sam?
I thought he was great. I feel like the clarity in his voice was awesome. He had a lot of emotion coming through. He was very emotive. And
Melodic.
yeah, and it almost made me feel like calm and tranquil, which I feel like when you're talking about this kind of, storybook love, like they end up with their happy ending and it's peaceful. And you know what I mean? That's kind of like the vibe that I got.
Yeah, and that's what he referenced there at the end was love always has a happy ending, didn't you know?
In a fairy tale,
In a storybook. And that's what Storybook Love, I think everybody hopes for, is that they have a happy ending, right? So I think, like you were saying, not overly complex, and but it was purposely done that way, and
I think it
fit well. I think that Willie did a great job. I think he's got a smooth voice. I think that you know,
Yeah, like he had a very nice melodic flow with his voice.
yeah. I think it was just interesting though. Like the lyrics weren't complex. You know, he wasn't saying a lot, but it was the way he was saying and
Yeah.
emoting it that made you feel that it was a love song, which is credit to him, obviously, as a vocalist. But getting introduced to him for the first time was cool. So thank you, Robert, for introducing us with Storybook Love. And maybe Sam is now going to be introduced to the movie as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that on my list to watch.
There you go. All right. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If there's anything else from either of these artists that you want us to check out, you got to drop the comment section down below. And other than that, all they got to do is...
Make sure you have a great day.
That's right. We'll see you on our next video.
Thanks for watching.